Hello, it's me Shiran, and welcome back to the Strongest Deck, a content where I share to you guys some strong non-animation deck that you can use for rank climbing. For this week, I want to share one of the old deck that I think it's really effective against a deck with some graveyard control, and that deck is Evil Eye deck. This is one of the old meta deck, and I think it's still possible to play it on this current meta. Without further ado, let's go straight to the deck explanation. This deck is all about using the Evil Eye of Selene. This equipped spell can only be equipped to the Evil Eye monster, and the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle and card effect. Also cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effect. A really good equipped spell that protects your monster from any interruption. And also, each time the equipped monster activates effect, or if other Evil Eye spell trap is activated, you must pay 500 life point, then the equipped monster will gain 500 attack. This effect is a mandatory, so you will keep gaining attack, but you can also kill yourself with this effect, so be careful with that. Selene also can return back itself from the grave by banishing other Evil Eye spell trap and pay 1000 life point. So I think play one copy of it is enough. Like I said before, this deck is really good against grave control deck. That is because of Medusa. This monster can return back Evil Eye card from the grave when it's normal summon. If Medusa is equipped with Evil Eye of Selene, this monster gain effect to banish a monster from your opponent's graveyard. So it's really good effect to banishing monster from your opponent's grave each turn. Then the next standby phase after this monster activates effect, you must banish a card from your grave. Or you don't have to if you didn't have any card on your grave. So this is a good monster that is worth to be equipped with the Selene. Other Evil Eye monster that I play is Basilius. This monster I think is the main searcher for the deck. This monster can special summon itself from your hand if you control Evil Eye monster. This monster also has an effect to send Evil Eye spell trap to the grave. So you can send like the Selene to be returned back with its own effect, or mainly to send the Yugioh. This equipped spell also threat as a Selene if equipped to a monster, but it didn't have the protection effect like Selene. But instead of that, the equipped monster will gain attack of the LP difference of you and your opponents if your LP is lower. So with the Selene, the equipped monster will gain so much attack. This also has a great graveyard effect that you can banish this card and send Evil Eye card to the grave from your hand to search for any Evil Eye spell trap from your deck. So basically Basilius is a searcher on this deck. What you want to send with the Yugioh effect is normally the Catoball Pass. This monster can special summon itself from the grave if you control Evil Eye monster, but it will be banished if it leaves the field. Catoball Pass can target your Evil Eye spell trap, then once until end of your opponent's turn, it cannot be destroyed by card effect. This effect is good to protect the card like Selene, so it cannot be destroyed. Other Evil Eye spell that I play are the field spell, Evil Eye Domain. This field spell is mainly used to search for Evil Eye monster from the deck when it's activated. The field spell also can search back Evil Eye monster from the grave if it's destroyed. This field spell also has additional effect when you have the Selene equipped. If your Evil Eye monster is attacked, your monster also take damage equal to the damage you took from that battle, so you can actually do double KO with the field. Yeah, it's better than lose the game though. I also play Evil Eye Confrontation. This is basically a space typhoon for Evil Eye, and if you have Selene, it will banish it instead of destroy it. A good backup removal for his deck that is also searchable. Evil Eye Awakening is good for backup play if monster you summon is removed by your opponents. This will be your backup play to summon back the monster, or you can use it to take out some monster from your deck if you control Selene. Evil Eye Repose can make you draw one card by banishing Evil Eye card from the grave when it's active. This continuous spell helps the Evil Eye to remove some monster with the higher stats than it, by banishing the monster after the monster is attacked with Evil Eye monster that is equipped with the Selene. This card also has additional effect when it's destroyed. You can return back up to 3 banished Evil Eye card back to the grave. really good if your only Celine got banished by a card like Cosmic Cyclone. The last Evil Eye card that I play is Evil Eye Defeat. It is a really good trap that can bounce back monster on the field if you control Evil Eye monster, or you can target 2 monsters instead if you control Celine. The rest of the cards on this deck are some staple. I mainly choose them if this deck going second, because this deck is really weak if you got second turn, and your opponent has already an interruption. The core staple I think is the Storm, because it's a massive backward removal that didn't target, and because some Evil Eye has an effect when it's destroyed or when it's on the grave. For the extra deck, I mainly focus on the rank 3 XYZ monster. The core one I think is the Giga Brilliant, because you can use this monster for XYZ summon the core badge to shuffle back some defense position monster your opponents control. Then you can use core badge to XYZ summon into the Gaia charge for more higher attack. I play 2 Giga Brilliant because sometimes I use its effect to increase my monster attack. It's quite helpful though. Malevolent Sins is also good rank 4 that you can use for XYZ summon the core badge. And the rest of the deck is some good XYZ monster that is possible to be summoned with this deck. And for the skill, I choose to play Life Charge for this deck. This is because this deck is need more LP to be played with, so it didn't kill easily. And that is for the deck. Maybe because this deck is one of the old good deck, and when I play this deck, many players didn't know how this deck really does. This deck has many potential, and I hope some good card for this deck will be released on Duel Links. If you like this deck, make sure to click the like button below. Also, hit the subscribe button for more content like this. I also put the link for the deck in the description below, so feel free to check it. Now, let's go to some replays and hope you enjoy it.
デュエル。次は俺が勝つぜ。またやろうな。
私たちが目指すのは、この汚れた世界からの次元シフト。だから邪魔をしないで。